Heard of bone conduction headphones and want to know more about them? Check out the Nank Runner 4s. We're going to do a deep dive today and find out everything you need to know. Welcome back to the Rudder. Welcome into the studio. Today we're going to do an in-depth look at the Nank Runner 4 bone induction headphones. I did an unboxing video, you can check that one out here. This is a much longer video. I've spent a bit of time with them. I've used them a bit more. I understand how they work a little bit more. We're going to do some setting up. I've taken it off my phone. Going to set it up, going to go through all the settings, then I'm going to go back out on the street and do some testing and also into the pool. Because one of the things that is pretty cool about these is that they are waterproof and you can swim with them because they are bone induction. So in that last video I was talking about bone induction. Normal headphones go into your ear canals and pump the sound in there. What these do is they actually use your bones. So it vibrates this front bit, which vibrates your bone, and that goes to your ear canal so you can hear everything. So when they're turned on, actually no one can hear the music. If you take them off like this, no one can hear anything. So it allows your ears to be clear. So if you're doing active things, running, cycling, walking, and you want to be aware of your surroundings, this is the perfect headphone for you. And actually, I think that's probably going to be the main theme of these. I don't know if these are perfect for every use case, but if you like doing active stuff and you want to be aware of your surroundings and also communicate with people, you can have a conversation while you're wearing these quite easily because you can hear everything. I think they could be really useful and a great set of headphones for that. So let's get into it. Let's get set up first. And probably the main thing you're going to do is want to connect it to your phone for Bluetooth, for running and walking around. You can also set them up with MP3s or WAV files and download them into the unit. It's got 16 gigs of memory. So if you want to go for a run and you don't want to take your phone, you can load up your tunes and take them on your way. We'll do that in a second. So first off, to get started, to start the headphones, turn them on, you need to press the on button just for a few seconds and you'll get someone say welcome. It wants to enter the Bluetooth mode. Go into your Bluetooth, pair for a new device, and it's going to be searching for a device, and there we go down the bottom. We've paired with the headphones, and that's pretty much as simple as that. Allow calls and contacts, pair, says the Bluetooth is connected, and away you go. You simply go to whatever device you'd usually use to play some tunes, and I've got tunes going into my head now. You probably can't hear that, so if I take them off and even put them near the microphone, you can't hear a thing. It's only when they vibrate on something. I'll just turn that off. If you want to, here's a setting as we get into the settings. If you want to turn it off, simply click the power button and that'll turn the music off. Now we're moving on to the settings of the Nank Runner 4. So there's 3 buttons to work with: power, volume up, and volume down. As with most devices, they have multiple different uses depending on how they are used. So the power button, let's start with it. Most obviously controls the power. A long press to turn on and a long press to turn off. You do get a notification in your ears as you're turning on and off. You do need to remember to turn the device off, otherwise it does continue to use your battery, which is no good. Probably most useful is a quick press of the power button starts playing your tracks or pauses playing your tracks. So if you're walking along, you meet someone, you need to pause, or you need to talk to someone in the shop, single press pauses your podcast or your music through your Bluetooth, and single press again gets it going again. A double press connects with your phone to turn on your Siri or your Gemini or your assistant, whatever your phone is. So a quick double press will turn that on, and then you can call out to your phone through your headphones and say, call someone or whatever you want to do using your virtual assistant. Ask what the weather's going to be, all your usual assistant things. 3 presses and this is probably an important one, changes between Bluetooth mode and what they call TF mode, which is where you're using the hard drive, the 16 gig of storage in your headphones. So if you're going for a run, you need to turn into TF mode so you can leave your phone at home and start playing the tunes stored in your headphones, and they will start playing straight away. The last one, which is 4 presses of the power button, changes it from music mode to gaming mode. If you like playing games on your phone and you want a low latency, which means the data gets to your headphones quicker, you can change into gaming mode. It's a little bit better for gaming. If you want a little bit more high fidelity, keep it on the music mode and go from there. Okay, so they're the 4 things the power button does. The volume button, up and down, most importantly, turns the volume up and down. Fairly simple, don't need to think too much about that. A long press, 2-second press of the volume up button will skip to the next track or skip your podcast 30 seconds. This is a super useful thing. I use it all the time, especially with podcasts, just to skip backwards or forwards as you need to. So that works 2 seconds, either the up button or the down button, to move to the next track or backtrack, or skip 30 seconds either way. A very useful thing. The last one, which I've had a few comments about, is to change the language. It's a little bit tricky in the instructions, but all you need to do is press the down button and then press the up button, and it cycles through the English and Chinese languages. So it's not pressing both of them together, it's pressing the volume down button and then pressing the volume up, and each time you press it, it cycles between the different languages. A little bit of a tricky one. That one took me a bit to work out, but it's all good. We've got it going now. So they are the basic settings that you've got with your headphones. Let's move on to how we get some music into the headphones. To transfer music and also to charge up the headphones, you need this little cable. It's proprietary, so don't lose it. You can get another one online, and it simply connects into the headphones. It will only go on one way because of the magnets, and then you just plug it into your computer and it simply shows up as a drive on your computer. It is as simple as dragging whatever music you want directly across to that drive. So you just get everything that you want to listen to. I've got some Moby tunes that is put out for free, so I won't get pinged for anything, and that's transferring across. So I've got some music going into there. So when I turn into transfer mode, as soon as I press the power button 3 times, it'll start playing those tunes. Super simple. Then all the other buttons work like they did previously. And the biggest thing about this is so you can go swimming, which is what I'm going to do soon. All right, that's transferring across. The last thing is charging, which is obviously the same cable. You can charge through your normal phone charger, USB charger. It charges really quickly, and it has about 8 hours of play time when you're all charged up. For all the sort of tech heads out there and want a little bit of specs around this, obviously they're all online, but it is only a 26-gram device. So it is extremely light, it is extremely comfortable on your head, and it's very secure. Walking around and running, I haven't had any problems with it at all. The only thing that is a bit weird, and we'll do that when I'm testing, is sometimes if you're speaking, you're yawning, and it does change the sound as you move your jawbone a bit. It has about 8 hours of life for playing music. I've literally charged it like once in a week, and it gives you a good warning. It told me, oh, the battery's running out. So you've got plenty of time to charge it up, so you don't run out whilst you're out on the streets. It has 16 gigs of storage on board, which is a fair bit depending on what file formats you put them up in. And it does have file formats of MP3, M4A, WAV files, APA and FLAC files. If you're going to use those larger file formats, you're going to have less space and less tunes on board. So just choose the one that is right for you. All right, we are pretty much ready to go. We've got the Bluetooth set up, we've got some tunes on board, a little bit of a setting up with everything, but that's pretty much it. As you can see, I do quite like how they sit on my head. So let's hit the streets and see how they go in the real world. Probably one of the most intriguing things about the Nank Runner 4s, and maybe the reason you're watching this video, is that they are waterproof and you can use them in the water. So I'm going to give that a go now. I haven't tried this before. So let's turn them on. That long press on the power button. Oh, it's a bit of a cold, miserable day today. It's just about to start raining again. Alright, so we're in Bluetooth mode, which is connected to my phone. So 3 quick clicks and we're into the transfer mode or the TF mode. Anyway, using the MP3s on board, and it immediately starts playing some music in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a really strong push off from the wall, obviously just in the backyard pool, not doing a big swim. Going to do a really strong push off and see how they go underwater. I'll try and film everything so you can check it out. Here we go. That is awesome. That is so cool. I reckon it sounds better underwater. It fills in your ears with the water, obviously, and you get a really nice response, and it's super serene and nice. One thing is, it keeps on jumping to my Bluetooth and back. So if your phone is around, that might be a bit of an issue. So turn the Bluetooth off on your phone if you are swimming at a pool or something. That is cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely gonna try a bit more swimming with my Nank Runner 4s. All right, let's get down the beach and try them out there. All right, I'm gonna quit that running thing. I won't be able to do a review if I'm doing that. And we're going for a walk here at magnificent Miami. Got my Nank Runner 4 headphones in, listening to some tunes, using the onboard hard drive. So as perfect, don't have my phone with me, and go for a run or a walk without being inhibited, or indeed a cycle. And that's where they come in handy, because you can hear everything around me. If a scooter's coming up behind me, I can hear everything, so I can get out of the way. And that's where the Nank Runner 4s really come into their own, that you're not isolated from your environment, you're in the environment. So if you can talk to someone without having to pause, remember you just press the on off button to pause. What do I think of the headphones? Occasionally you get a little sort of vibration here on your cheek. I don't know, sometimes when it's you moving your mouth, which doesn't help when you're talking, or if you yawn or something, it sounds a little bit different. At the moment, can't feel a thing, and you don't have that sort of ache that you get by having earbuds in your ear for a long time, especially if you're going on a long sort of ride or something like that. The audio quality, obviously everyone's interested in the audio quality. I find they're a little bit trebly, but remember how they're doing it. They're using your bone to conduct the noise. If you wanted to, you could grab some earplugs and you put those in, and by cutting off the external sound around you, I have increased the bass quite a bit, as well as the volume. So that's something you can do, but I feel this is not the way these are really designed for. I'd say keep those at home. If you want to block off the surround sound, get some noise cancelling headphones or something like that. So I'm going to keep on running and see how we go. I'll just pull over a second and have a look at the comfort factors we've got here. So you can see I've got sunglasses on, I've got a hat on, and they sit really comfortably. They're not annoying me at all. And as I've mentioned a few times, they're really secure on my head. 26 grams, so they're not affecting me, with weight or anything. And as I mentioned, you can hear everything. Obviously you can hear the ocean behind me. You can't hear the tunes playing in my head, but it's quite a nice way to get around, so you can hear everything going on around you, but also listen to your podcast and listen to your music. My thoughts on the Nank Runner 4 bone conduction headphones is they are perfect for outdoor adventuring, running, walking around, cycling, skateboarding, on a scooter, where you need to be aware of your environment, where you don't want to be sealed off with big headphones cutting all that other noise out, which truthfully is sometimes what you want. You've got all these noise cancelling headphones to get rid of the outside atmosphere and just have the music. These are the exact opposite. It lets all the outside atmosphere into your ears, as well as getting that sound. Does mean the audio quality is a little bit suppressed because it's not cutting off everything else. You can hear the world around you. So I think they are perfect as a set of headphones for that use case. Would I use them on an aeroplane for a long haul flight? Probably not. You could use the earplugs to cut off that other sound, but I really feel there's other headphones designed for that. This is designed to get out and about. They do not come off your head. I mean, swimming, running, they haven't moved a bit for me. I think that's excellent. They're super comfortable. You could wear these for a really long time. Going for a long ride, you don't have that sort of ache that happens in your ears when you get an earbud in there for a long time. So I think for a use case, they're exceptional. And for the price that Nank's got them for, they are a great buy as that second set of headphones for all your outdoor activity needs. I'm going to leave it there, going to get back to it. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on the Rudder.